think we're just about ready to get going here. A warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. And our live game is Sevilla against Atletico Madrid. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
As you can see, we've already started here. He goes long, could move up a gear here. Luis Muriel plays it out to the wing, hit into the middle, cut out in the nick of time. Negredo clips one through.
Suarez has embarrassed himself a little there. He'll take some stick in the dressing room for that, I can tell you. Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Kante tries to get it forward quickly. Aimed long and direct. It's Negredo! He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Will be a throw-in. Now it's Luis Suarez. Shoots! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. It's a goal kick. Towards the front line. Immobile goes up and over. Battles to win it back. And it's Muriel. Passes it through. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And we've reached half-time, so both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
Going for goal! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Can he put it away? They've scored! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Atletico Madrid themselves into the lead.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Goes wide. Intervention was very necessary.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim? And it's been given, and the shot! Looking to hit the front line. Immobile. Now it's Luis Suarez! There is the genius of Luis Suarez! And this is getting better and better. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Atletico Madrid themselves a 2-goal cushion. In he flies! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
the defence can get it clear. Going through. Great tackle, he had to get that right. And there goes the final whistle. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance and a result which is well deserved. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, and a result that was true to form. A big team beating a not-so-big team, and a lesson dealt.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Welcome to you from the Wanda Metropolitano, this wonderful stadium newly located here in the heart of Madrid and home to Atletico Madrid since the start of the 2017 season. And here we have Atletico Madrid against Leipzig. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Shot at goal!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net.
Looking to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Poulsen worked a lovely solo run and effort, Peter. He should go solo again for me.
It's Piqué, and the weighted pass. Negredo! What a save! Terrific reactions! He's got away, big chance, shot at goal! Now it's Griezmann. Hoists it high. Oh, full-blooded challenge, and it had to be. So what now? Tries a through ball. Felipe, Rui Costa. Nacho, coming up to half-time, leading, has a swing at it! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
The first touch was absolutely heavenly, and because of it, the finish was a mere formality.
Atletico Madrid grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead.
And the first half is done. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Atletico Madrid sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. To the last 45 minutes in this game of substantial significance. Set behind for a corner kick. Looks like a good ball through. And now the going for goal! Saved only by poor finishing.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break. This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
A real chance to break. Plays it out to the wing. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. They've got changes here, from both sides in fact. In with a header! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Fernando Torres. Now the pass. And then he's had a shot! There's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Sommer gets it upfield. Looks to clip it forward. It's gone a long way up and away. It's a good throw at all, really. He's given away possession cheaply. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And it's Griezmann! Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Giroud!
Well, conceding free kicks at areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Has a swing at it! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So the deal is done. They are through to the knockout stage of the UEFA Champions League. welcome to you from the Wanda Metropolitano, this brand new home of Atletico Madrid. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
As you can see, we've already started here. Cuts it out, it's a loose ball. Now the pass. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Dashing forward at pace. Atletico Madrid have taken 15 points from the last 15 available. Luis Suarez, he's had a shot! Goal! Atletico Madrid!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Looking to shoot. Quite brilliant from Griezmann. And they are disappearing out of sight. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Atletico Madrid have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Suarez with the ball through, looks to clip it, it's Immobile! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! That was glorious, pinpoint accuracy.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to...
Suarez has been caught there, it's a foul. Nacho finds himself back in the starting side for the first time. Shapes to shoot! And in it goes! And already they're looking to run away with it. That has brought the house down. What a wonderful hit.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
Atletico Madrid, and the shot! And he heaves it forward. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, that flew by. It was breathless stuff. It's been one-way traffic here after the first 45 minutes. A relentless barrage that looks set to continue.
Well, every time they've gone through the gears, Peter, they've looked like scoring. So provided they can stay well clear of the handbrake, they ought to be completely out of sight fairly soon.
Atletico Madrid have been nothing short of awesome in the first 45 minutes. A truly memorable performance on all counts. And it has to be said, this match is well and truly already won. So we're already into the second period. Godin looks to dig one in. Suarez looks to play it back. Hits one! No, it's wide.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
It so nearly came off for him.
Yeah, and you can feel and hear how the crowd are reacting to all of this.
He's still going. Where to next? He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Luis Suarez! Oh, impressive strike.
Suarez really has shown an example of why indecision is fatal.
is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I just think that's really good management, introducing one of his younger players when the pressure's totally off, just allowing him some valuable, easy on-field experience time.
Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. So, the manager making the last of his changes. Plenty waiting in the middle. Who's he going to play in? It's broken loose! Has a shot! It's being played forward. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery...
He's gone for it! No mistake!
Yeah, I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
PK looks to slip it through. Nicely controlled. Terrific from Mario Gomez! And they are pulling still further away. A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Here's a change that was in the offing. Last one allowed. Immobile being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
I think he's put in a good shift and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Atletico Madrid totally rampant here. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Gomez floats one over with a delicate ball. And shoots! And the referee brings it to a close. Atletico Madrid, very much the dominant side, almost the only side. Every time they got on the ball, they looked like scoring. It is a landslide. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, and a result that was true to form. A big team beating a not-so-big team, and a lesson dealt.
Very warm welcome to you from the Wanda Metropolitano, this brand new home of Atletico Madrid. And here we have Atletico Madrid against Malaga. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here.
Massive leap! Griezmann! Becoming a modern great!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Atletico Madrid take the early advance. Goes for goal! Quite brilliant from Griezmann! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Atletico Madrid have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to...
Looking to shoot! Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Okay. Tries a through ball. It's Luis Suarez! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
It's gone a long way up and away. Back into the middle. Well, they could break here. Now the pass. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Luis Suarez. Hits one! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And they are pulling clear here. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Looks to slip it through. Now header! It's in for the pieces. Oh, didn't catch it right. The whistle goes for half-time. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward. Halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Atletico Madrid 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Time to deliver. Can he finish? Outstanding save to keep that out.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do. Listen, the manager seems to have impacted during the break. This is now a show of real purpose.
Gets his head to it! Keeper's got his work done. Oh, he really wanted that.
Well, Peter, I think it's fairly obvious he's one of the biggest influences out there.
Going for goal! He scores!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Malaga come into this match following a triumph for the boss last time.
Well, Peter, you just can't argue with the substitutions. They were spot on, and the timing of each were perfect too. That sort of decisive management is a winning formula in itself.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Looks to thread it through. Just brushed off the ball there. Dashing forward at pace. Tries to dink it in. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Where to from here? Saul. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Atletico Madrid can be very happy with a job well done, an efficient win, for which the players simply did enough. Welcome to you from the Wanda Metropolitano, this wonderful stadium newly located here in the heart of Madrid and home to Atletico Madrid since the start of the 2017 season. And here we have Atletico Madrid against Real Madrid. And I'm Peter Drury, and he sticks it away! Looks offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Real Madrid have the league's best defensive record. Looks like a good ball through. Going through. Oh, full-blooded challenge, and it had to be. Battles to win it back.
Real Madrid have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
All Black gets it upfield. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Goes long. Surely a shot. Turns and goes back. Can he put it away? Chooses to go back. Goes for goal. Cristiano Ronaldo tries to dink it in, and he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Shoots! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Now it's Immobile. Oh, it's Griezmann! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
And that is not the first time, Peter, the keeper has been left exposed by this defence. It needs a quick fix.
Still well to tidy up the situation. And the finish! He's going after it. Conte has a pop! Goal!
And grabbing that opening goal so close to half-time too affords them that extra little psychological edge. And when it's one of your main men that's doing the damage, it just grows the togetherness and it grows the spirit.
Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. There's the end of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Atletico Madrid come in, having established that lead, a game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. Here we go again. Atletico Madrid carry a one-goal lead into the second half. Real Madrid, whose manager was the brains behind the last win.
Yeah, he had a problem, but he was confident he had the players to fix it, and his willingness to take risks is what I liked, and that worked an absolute treat.
He's left his man. That's a real stopper. He's put an end to the threat. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Immobile! Oh, great save. Real class.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received...
Can he finish? What? Brilliant from Griezmann! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Atletico Madrid take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out.
The shot's on! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, that's a real shame because it could have led to a real momentum shift.
Ball's loose, and he's after it. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. And And the keeper's in command. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Into the channel. Saul. Great tackle, he had to get that right. Defenders on the back foot. Aimed long and direct. Shot at goal! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Atletico Madrid come away with the win. A job really well done in all departments. A real sum-of-the-parts team effort. The end of the game. Reflections?
Atletico Madrid made their intentions clear that nothing else but a win would do.